I'm going to tell you what I call my tender mercy story, one of my tender mercy stories. I'm a young second lieutenant in the U.S. Army, and I'm in Fort Benning, Georgia, going through Platoon Leader School, and I'm told that I'm going to have to take a test. And if I can pass this test, I won't have to go to Vietnam. If I don't pass this test, you'll be going to Vietnam. Now I'm thinking about those options. Vietnam, Monterey, California. I think I'd like to go to California. And so we start off, and he opens up the test that I have to take, and there's 60 questions. There's 60 questions, and it's a fake language, or 60 paragraphs. And all you have to do, he said that about 10% of these officers, there are about 300 of us that were young officers, about 10% of you will be able to pass this test on average. And he said there's 60 questions, and if you can answer half of these, if you can translate half of these paragraphs, you're going to Monterey, California. So I open up the test book, and I see the 60 paragraphs. I look at the vocabulary, and then and I didn't recognize a single word. And then I looked at the rules of grammar, and they had picked the most complicated and difficult grammar in the whole world. And that happens to be Finnish. Now, I had been a young missionary in Finland, so I knew the Finnish grammar, tender mercy, and I suddenly realized that I can translate these sentences, and I finished with 54 of the 60 paragraphs translated. Now, they thought I was a genius, but I didn't tell them I'd been to Finland. And because I passed that test, I then, instead of going to Vietnam, was sent to Monterey, California, the Army Language School, and there I learned Arabic, which proved to be the foundation for a career for the rest of my whole career.